So hello friends, welcome to our channel Education King. So in this video, I am going to explain you about class 8 science chapter number 9 reproduction in animals. So now let us start our chapter. So now in this chapter there are total 2 modes of reproduction. So one is asexual reproduction and another one is sexual reproduction. So now first let us learn about asexual reproduction. So in this chapter, in this word asexual reproduction, you can know that only one parent is involved in the part of reproduction. Now like there are many such bacteria, as you know the amobia. So this is a bacteria. So this is one single celled bacteria. So this single celled bacteria, it has one nucleus also, as you know. So this nucleus slowly divides into 2 parts and then they remove from each other because there is 2 nucleus. So as it gets expanded because of 2 nucleus, it gets divided among itself, and from 1 it becomes 2, from 2 it becomes 4, and 4 8. So like that it can be multiple of that. So like this the as you know that the amobia, the bacteria which is there, it increases more and more. So there are many such bacteria, as you know that now this is about amobia. So now let us know about another bacteria. So there are more such bacteria. Now this amobia contains the fission of binary fission in amobia. So this method is called as binary fission. And there is another method in asexual reproduction, which is budding. So you know that hydra. So this is another bacteria. So each and every hydra, means adult hydra, has a part called as bud. So this bud is extra, means here the new individual grows. So this new individuals, they are very small, and then they slowly become big, and they they're very tiny. Their size is same, but they are in the shape what a parent shape is. They are in the shape of that. So at that time it also contains a nucleus. So this time this new individual divides from her parent, and it gets 2. And after some time this bacteria also grows, and then it also creates new individuals, and this grow along. So now first of all, reproduction. Now why they kept the name reproduction, not only production. Okay, now let us know about why is reproduction important. Now you know that if a species, now you know a species like now let us take the species of like frog, like a human, or like a hen. So now a species is not reproducing, means all the species are not reproducing. Then what will happen? After few days the species will get finished, means the species will stop there only. There will be no extent of that species. So reproduction is only done because of the continuation of the species, so that the species are being live, means if one species, one animal dies, then his son will live, or his daughter will live, then their son, their daughter. So they will the species will continue, they will never end. If one animal stops reproducing, it does not happen, it does not harm anyone. But if all the species stop reproducing, then the species will be end. So that will be the end of the species. So now let us now there are many such bacteria which are like binary fission. Now some are like binary fission and budding. So in this chapter they have explained about this binary fission and budding. So now let us move towards sexual reproduction. Now as you know that asexual reproduction means only one parent is involved in the reproduction. Now in sexual reproduction there are two parents involved in the reproduction, like one is male and another is female. Now like the male reproductive part has penis. sperm duct, and testes. Now this testes present in the male reproductive part. Now this conducts sperms. Now what is sperm? Now you can see that the sperm is having three parts, which is head, which contains the nucleus, and other is the middle piece, which is having the energy, and the last one is at the corner, which is tail. Now this tail helps in the movement of the sperm in the body. So this sperm needs to move fast. So that's why the tail is very important. And then if you will also, now this three is very important. Now nucleus, the head, means in the head it contains the nucleus. So now this nucleus has the DNA. Now which is very important. Now this nucleus has the DNA. So now this nucleus is important. Now if you remove the nucleus, there will be nothing DNA. So nucleus is very important, the head, and the middle piece is also very important. Now this middle piece contains of energy. Now it needs the energy to move ahead. Okay, it cannot, if it is if the sperm stays at a place and it does not move and it only does action with the tail, will it move? Or it cannot do action also, because it needs some energy to move ahead or do action, as you know. So this middle piece is also very important. So now these are some parts of the sperm. Now let us go about female reproductive part. Now in the female reproductive part, it contains a uterus, a ovary, and oviduct. Sorry. And this ovary is also known as eggs. So now there are only 2 eggs. So now you can know that when the sperms enter this, so they only one sperm gets enter this eggs, and then it starts the reproduction. The other now there are many million of sperms which are released by the male body, but it is not, but all does not alive. Then when they move in the line only, when they reach the part, they die in the middle only. Most of them die only. So that's why we need millions of sperms. So now in this millions of sperms, only 1 or 2 gets into the egg. After 1 or 2, only 1 gets into the egg. Then the egg closes. Then no other sperm can enter this, and then the reproduction here starts. And now there are many such examples. Now let us first learn what is the terms viviparous and oviparous. So now viviparous. So now there are some animals which reproduce directly. Means there are some animals which reproduce by egg. Now you know egg. Hen reproduces by egg, and the cow reproduces. Now this cow reproduces directly. It does not put it in egg. So that's why this is called oviparous and viviparous. So now let us continue. So now young one to adults. So now let us take the example of here frog. So now I'll explain you about frog, and there are more such important terms which we will learn in the part 2. So I will remove this part 2 so that we can learn more important. So bye bye. Please wash your hands and please be safe from coronavirus.